Which sentence has an incorrect form of a verb? A. Sentence 1, B. Sentence 4, C. Sentence 5, or D. Sentence 8. Verbs tell us a lot about when a sentence takes place. For example, I went tells us this event took place in the past, I go tells us it's happening currently, and I will go happens in the future. With this in mind, let's go through our choices and see if the verb tenses match up with when the sentence takes place. A. Sentence 1. The 1986 reactor explosion at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant forced a region-wide evacuation, sending radioactive fallout billowing across Europe. As the sentence tells us this happened in 1986, we can see we're talking about an event that happened in the past. And we can see that our verb is in past tense, forced. Although sending and billowing are technically continuous, in this context they're being mentioned within the context of the past tense forced, and therefore are grammatically correct. Because all the verb forms in this sentence are correct, we can mark this choice as incorrect. B. Sentence 4. At least one parent had been exposed to gonadal, reproductive gland, radiation, having worked as radiation cleanup workers or been evacuees from contaminated areas. Again, this sentence is in the past. We're referring to the details of a study that was already done. As such, we can see that our verbs are indeed in the past: had been, having worked, and been. This can be marked as incorrect. C. Sentence 5. The team, led by Meredith Yeager, screened the genomes of the children born between 1987 and 2002 and who were conceiving after the accident, and did not find an increase in new genetic mutations in those studied, they said in a paper published in the journal Science. Again, this is telling us the results of a study that was already conducted, and as such our verbs should be in the past: led, screened, did, and said. However, one verb stands out: conceiving. Because this verb is describing these children's backgrounds, instead of conceiving, which is present and makes it sound like it's talking about the children conceiving, it should be conceived in the past. As we can see that this isn't the correct verb form, this is likely our answer, but we'll check out choice D just to be sure. D. Sentence 8. Researchers said their findings suggest that exposure to ionizing radiation had minimal impact on the health of the next generation. Because the scientists are looking back on and reflecting upon their findings, we understand this sentence is meant to be in the past, and we see our verbs lining up with that, with said and had. Based on this, we can mark this choice as incorrect and mark choice C, sentence 5, as our final answer.